Some people are always in demand. Some people are always getting called, always being chosen, always being reached out to, always being desired. And then there are others who, even though they're skilled, nobody's calling them. Nobody's searching them out. Why? They're invisible. In today's competitive world, you cannot say you are skilled and therefore you are okay. Skill is not enough. If you want to stand out, you will. In fact, you must. Some people say you must position yourself as the irresistible choice. The one that everyone wants in the room, the one that is in demand, the one that people are saying, do you have his number? Do you have her number? In Nigeria, we say you are the hotcake. Good evening, Africa. Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, the rest of the world. You are live with Joyce Daniels, Queen of Talk, your partner in speaking progress. And before we jump into the nitty-gritty details of the day, how to position yourself as hotcake, you know we like to do this. Tell us where in the world you are clicking in from. Let's see. I see some names that I love. How are you? Welcome. You must also be a hotcake. Where are you clicking in from? What city? What country? Hi, Peter from Kigali, Rwanda. And if your name is your business name, like HVAC USA hotline, please, yeah, just tell us your real name too so that we can know you. Someone is clicking in from Oka. There's someone else from Zambia, from Delta, from Port Harcourt. Hi, Becky, Fego, Ray Ray from Lagos. Margaret, yeah. Hotcakes, and we're all hotcakes from around the world. Love Diamond is in Port Harcourt City, the showman, my guy from Lagos. Esther George, Port Harcourt, and Fajite Kolawole says, I am here, Ilupeju. Yeah, I went by Ilupeju today. Was it today? No, not today, a few days ago. Victoria from Nigeria. Kevin from Nairobi. I'm so glad to see all of y'all here, and those who haven't written where they're clicking in from, it's okay. You can keep that moving whilst I jump into the conversation for today. I want to say thank you to Peter, my producer tonight, who is changing the slides, who is making sure that everything that should be the way it should be is being done. So shout out to you, Peter. If you all can say shout out to Peter, that would be nice. Say shout out, Peter. Thank you. So let's be honest. There are many people who don't have the kind of skills that some of us here have. Yet, they are always being demanded. And some of us get upset. I know that there are things like this that have upset me because I've seen a few people on stage working as masters of ceremonies. And I'm like, what is she doing up there? What is he doing up there? But guess what? It's about their positioning. And positioning is what leads to perception. And we've heard many times that perception is everything. Whether it is right or wrong is not the issue. If people perceive you in a certain way, then they reach out to you in that way. Personally, when actors and news anchors are hired as MCs, especially when they have no clue as to how to work an audience or how to deal with an event flow, how to deal with contingencies, I will roll my eyes. Now, of course, I'm not saying that all of them are without knowledge. Some actors, some news anchors know what to do on stage, but there's so many that are clueless because they're actors, they're news anchors, they're used to being behind a camera. Many of them are not used to working audiences and large crowds, but because of positioning. So I just said to myself, Joyce, you just find your way to television or movies. Why? It will increase the number of eyes on me. And then when people search me out, guess what? They'll say, oh, she even knows how to do this. And then hotcakeism times 10. What does that mean? It's called refining positioning. So some of us are already known. Some of us are already in demand. But we might need to refine a thing or two to make us now hot cake. So that when people hear your name, they will say, she's the one we need for this project. Or let me flip it as a question. When people hear your name, actually, what do they say? Do they say, she's the one I need, he's the one I need, or they just go, well, I don't even really know what exactly he does. And you see, that right there is everything. Becoming Hotcake is not about being on every social media platform. No. Becoming Hotcake is not about dancing and making noise and posting every day. No. Becoming Hotcake is about being clear, being visible and unforgettable by the exact audience you really want to see and know you. Just today, we're talking about some electric vehicle producers that are not advertising anywhere. You don't see their ads anywhere. And you wonder, how come people are buying their cars? Guess what? They are positioned where their target audience can see them. They're sending in marketers. They're sending in brochures. They're sending in newsletters. They're sending in material that would make the right people see them. So please don't confuse being on social media with being positioned. If on social media, the right people are not seeing you. And tonight I'll share a few strategies that would help you do exactly that. Be seen by the people you want to see you. Because, if you make noise, well, if you put out a lot of content, yet it's the wrong people seeing you, is that the kind of positioning we need for hotcakeism? Nah. So what is Hotcake? If you want to become better positioned to be Hotcake, to be irresistible, please write in the chat hot, H-O-T, 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 hot, 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 hot. I see you, Leotor. I see you, Ralph. I see you, Adora. Fantastic. Most of the people here I can see are on YouTube. I didn't click into LinkedIn to see who and who. Yes, I'm seeing, when I see like 4 hots, then I'll proceed. Let's keep seeing some hots. I've seen 4. All right, so let's go. Hot, 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 hot. Mechanic, trust you to say hot. Hot couture. So what is hot? Hot is an acronym for these 3 words or these 3 phrases. Highlight your value. If you will be Hotcake in a bar accent, if you will be Hotcake, Hotcake, you will highlight your value. Let people know exactly what you do and what value you bring. That thing you do, what value does it bring? If you don't say it, then absolutely no one will know it. Show your power. Highlight your value. So as I'm speaking, I want you to be thinking, have you been highlighting your value? I will show us a few things to do to highlight our value. Highlight your value. That is H in hot. O is own your space. To be Hotcake, own your space by showing up, by speaking up, by sharing your thoughts, by writing, by being seen at the relevant events, relevant spaces in the area of your specialty. Own your space by speaking about the value you bring in the area of your specialty, but make sure it is on the platform that the people you want to see you should see you. Create your own platform if need be. Some of us here ought to be writing columns in newspapers. And when I say newspapers, I still mean print and online. Because guess what? For some people here, the people you need to see you are not on Instagram. They are not on the gram. The people you need to see you may be those who are still flipping papers, depending on what it is you do and what value you bring. So we're thinking about the different platforms. If you're going to own your space, some of you here need to have flyers that people will be sharing in traffic, depending on the city you live in and if it's still allowed, because that is where your market is. Create your own platform. Yes, allow me to say that God in his infinite wisdom and mercy has allowed us all have platforms, which we now call social media. So before anybody can give you their platform, you must have created yours. You would write, you would own your space, and then people will say, yes, I trust her. I can give her my platform. No one else will ever give you a platform until you have proven yourself somewhere. So let me ask about the circles where you are right now. From your old boys, old girls circle, old students association, to your university alum, your master's degree alum, to those other groups where you are, your religious organization, your residents association. Do they know you? Do they know what value you bring? I mean, these are spaces that have been given to us. Own your platform, own your space. And someone will say, I'm waiting for something in Sokoto. In Sokoto, what do we say? Waiting there for Sokoto. You there for where? Sokoto. So own that space where you are first. And of course, T stands for tell the world about you. Tell the world about you like David did. David said, who is this uncircumcised Philistine? I can kill him. What would they give to the person who kills him? And he started asking, said, oh, see, I can kill this guy. His brothers said, look, keep quiet. And he kept saying, I can kill him, I can kill him, I can kill him, until he got to the king. Please, who are you telling that you can do what you say you do? Who have you told today? Has it been shown on your WhatsApp status? Has it been shown on any of the platforms that you have, from LinkedIn to Instagram to Facebook to TikTok to Reddit to what's that other, Quora to Medium to X? Where have you told people or someone about yourself? Please answer today. Today is Friday the 26th. Please answer yes or no. Today, or okay, let's say this week, have you told anybody about you? Have you told anybody about you? Have you been hot this week? I want to see one or two comments. Let's see yeses or the comments haven't been moving recently, or people are not commenting. What's going on? What a guan in this country. Say me no, what a guan in this chatty. Thank you for being honest, Becky. Thank you for being honest. You said no. WhatsApp and calls, fantastic. Let's see who else. Chinere Biobasi said yes, fantastic. Ogwezi, thank you for your honesty. Said no. Ella said yes. Cuisine says yes. Warm, not very hot this week. Fego, thank you. Ray. Raf says yes. Dami says WhatsApp. My hot isn't hotting yes. Thank you for your honesty. Let the comments continue to come in. The question is always asking yourself per time, how am I positioning? Have I been hot this week? Thank you, Leota. Thank you, Michael. So, Joseph in the Bible, I have his name as like he's usually like my first, I call them my group of mentors that are no longer on earth. Joseph solved a problem for the butler and the baker. And after that, when they were leaving, he said to them, please tell Pharaoh about me. My question to everyone here tonight or this evening is, who are you telling to tell who about you? Who are you telling to tell who about you? Cecilia, I love that comment. Thank you, sis. Who are you telling to tell who about you? He solved a problem. The moment you solve a problem for someone, are you going to say to them, tell this other person about me? Because if you don't, then you miss an opportunity to be Hotcake. A decree was given. Oh, you eat this. This is how you'll be fed. Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They spoke up and they said, "Hello, we don't do it this way. This is how we do ours because this is who we are." They spoke up. Who are you telling about you and your values and the value that you bring? Ruth went to Boaz on the instruction of her mother-in-law Naomi, and she went to lie down by him, cover his feet as the culture or the tradition was supposed to be. And she said, I am here. I am available. If she didn't say to him, the guy would have been passing, as in he would have passed her like cold cake. But she became hot cake to him because she showed that she was available. Please, who are you showing you are available for what? Like me. I invited you here. I said, Come on. And guess what? You came. I am grateful that you did. And if you didn't come, it would, if I didn't call, then you wouldn't have been here. Nobody would just come on my YouTube page on one Friday evening and say, Joyce, won't you come live? No, it doesn't happen that way. I had to say, hello, Hotcake here. Yeah, I'll come over. And guess what some of you are going to do right now? Guess. Some of you are going to hit that share button right now, the share icon, that arrow, and share it to your WhatsApp status and say, look, I'm getting value. Share it now. This is a good time to share. Share it and say, I'm getting value with Joyce Daniels. We're positioning ourselves as hotcakes. Hotcake, to be irresistible. You will share. Why? I am asking. I am telling. So tell. I create videos right here on YouTube. Some of you already have subscribed to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't, this is a great time to subscribe. Every Tuesday or Wednesday, we post videos, new videos every week now. And I have some videos that have changed people's lives, meaning I have received testimonials from people who said, Joyce, this changed the game for me. I create videos for IG. I create videos for TikTok. I mean, if you are really hotcake, then you should be telling people about yourself, except you're doubting your hotcakeism. Stop making the silly mistake of thinking that people will just discover you. It doesn't really happen that way. If you are the fluffy hotcake, then you say hotcake here. You hear some people when they're hawking their products. Buy hotcake, hot bread here. Buy cold sheet coke. Some will say there was what drink was it that used to be in traffic that, man, the way they would come at you, you would really want La Casera. Hey, my Lord God, cold La Casera here. Cold, cheap pure water. If you are really hotcake, you will tell somebody about you. To be hot and stay hot, I'll share some things that you also need to do. You would clarify and refine your brand positioning. Some people don't like to hear the word niche, but I will use the word tonight, niche. To clarify your brand and your positioning, it is creating your niche. Now, what does niche mean? If I mention Samsung, what comes to your mind first? Car or phone? If I mention the name or the word Toyota, what comes to your mind? A car or a type of food? If I mention La Cena, y'all know that I'm such a La Cena girl. What comes to your mind? Water or dress? That's what niching is. What people think of when they hear your name. What people think of when they hear your name. I said what people think of when they hear your name. So if you've ever been of the opinion that niching is not important, it means that when your name is mentioned, people will not be sure where to place you. So if we mention your name right now, Claire from Kenya, or we mention Kolawole, or we mention Edine, or we mention Rodrigo, or Cecilia, or Lyoto, or Cuisine by HG, if we mention your name right now, or Elemashudu, what will people think of when they hear your name? That's your niche, or that's a gap that needs to be closed immediately. So, few things to consider: image and packaging. If people are going to think of a certain thing when they hear the name Egweye, then what image comes to mind? So what image are you giving them? What about what do people see when they come to your social media platforms? I'm going to social media platforms because right now that is credibility check. When people hear your name, they want to go to your LinkedIn. Then they want to go to your Instagram or your Facebook or your TikTok. That's what they do. Or they find out if you have a website. So what photos? What's the first thing they see? If they see that image right now, would they have an idea of what kind of value you bring? You know, I've seen some people on LinkedIn. with photographs that are head to waist. So people need to struggle before they see you. You see, that's already a challenge with the image. Come on now. It should be here, not even under your chest, here, like just under your neck, so that the moment they find you, they can see your face. First thing, image, package, and how beautiful is the photo. So for somebody who has never thought about having a professional photo shoot, and you want to be Hotcake, or you may just be Bones. And nobody came here to be Bones. Image and packaging. What does your profile picture say about you? What does your bio say about you? What does your LinkedIn say about you? Is it current? Is it professional? Is it strong? Does it give the message that you want people to get? You know, I come to some people's Instagram now. If Instagram is one of the places you want people to see you as Hotcake, then it cannot be that when I come to Instagram, under your name, the only thing I see is Abba's daughter. Abba's daughter tells me almost nothing about who you are or what value you bring. You know, sometimes just feel it's nice. Abba's daughter serving the Lord since 1900. Meanwhile, you are saying, Lord, give me customers for this, my home cleaning business. What? And under your name, all you wrote was Abba's daughter. Even Abba is upset with you right now. Like, what the hell? Sorry, not what the hell. Abba will say, what the heaven is wrong? Michael, Angel Michael, come here. Gabriel, come. Somebody should go and tell her, go and tell this girl to listen to Joyce Daniels. Go and tell her that she should change that Abba's daughter to the best home cleaning service you ever experienced. And put a photograph that will match it. Because Abba's daughter doesn't tell too much about, and she's here praying to me every day, asking me what on her LinkedIn. If people go there, they can't see anything about the home cleaning service that she does. And when you say, won't you post online? Say, is it by posting? I beg the Lord will do it. And the Lord is like, how am I going to do it? How am I going to do it when all the tools I'm giving you? Oh, these people, you like to put me in trouble. Next thing now, you blame the devil. And the devil will say, God, I think I've been telling you that it's not me. What message do people associate with you? Can you introduce yourself in one clear line? I help executives communicate with clarity so they can win influence and revenue. Can you please, ushers, hold color, ushers, please, before he falls down. Hold him. Can you introduce yourself in one clear line? Your niche, because of the niche, because you want your name to be associated with something, you can't be everything. You have to be known for one thing. So let me give us a positioning checkup. I'm going to ask 3 questions, and don't write in the chat. Or if you're ready for the 3 questions, please just write ready or write the letter R. When I see several R's, I'll know you're ready. Then I'll ask the 3 questions. Are you ready? Let's do a quick check. Let's do a checkup so we know if you're hotting or you're warm or you're still really cold. I've seen 1 R. Let's see more R's. Thank you. R's. All right, R's. Thank you. I'm seeing the R's. So first question, does your name spark clarity or confusion? When your name is mentioned, are people clear about you and what you do, or they're confused? Like, I'm not even really sure. In the last 4 months, she has written this one, she has written that one. I'm not sure. That's question 1. Does your name spark clarity or confusion? Thank you. I'm seeing the R's. Question number 2, does your bio, your current profile, does it open doors or does it close doors? Now, I'm not only talking about the bios that you have on your LinkedIn or your Instagram or wherever. I'm saying the document, that bio. Okay, that CV, that bio, that profile, that resume right now. If you open it, if somebody opens it, will they see you as Hotcake? Or will they say, this one is yesterday's chin chin? That's the second question. And the third question is, does your visibility currently match your ambition? You know where you want to be. You have the ambition. Does your current visibility match your ambition? And if you stepped into speaking, Becky, what are you speaking about? So you see, if you're not sure you've answered the question, if you hesitated on any of these questions, there's work to do. If you are not sure about the answer of any of these questions, there is work to do. So I now ask you, Cuisine has already answered the question I'm about to ask. What one thing do you want to be known for? Cuisine by HG says best of father in Abuja. Come on, that is so clear. Please add ofada rice because some people may not know what ofada is. Best ofada rice in Abuja. So as in, it is so clear. And I'm coming to Abuja on the 5th. Please send me a detail, send me something on LinkedIn. Let me come and eat your ofada and tell the world I have eaten your ofada. Please send me on LinkedIn. I'm coming on the 5th of October. I will be there for a few days. I'll come back on the 15th, 14th or so. I will come back like 3 days toward the end of October. So I'm coming to Abuja. I want to eat your father. I ask the 3 questions again, and then we take a quick break. Does your name spark clarity or confusion? Does your bio open or close doors? Does your visibility match your ambition? Answer these questions. And if any of them is unsure, unclear, and you know there is work to do, that's why Joyce Daniels and Associates are in business. We are here for you. So you want to improve on any of these and you need our help, send us a message on LinkedIn. That's just the best way. Just go to LinkedIn after this. Write it down now. After this, go to Joyce Daniels on LinkedIn and say, I need help with my visibility, and we would help you, of course, at a fee. We'll take a quick break and I'll be right back.
I was the talkative child, always talking about things I love, enjoy, and I was that young member of the family, number 7 of 9, who the older ones would say, go and ask mommy, go and ask daddy for this or that, because I had the courage, I had the confidence, and I had the desire to speak on behalf of others. Then at the age of 10, at the First Lady's Children's Concert, organized by the then Nigerian First Lady, Mariam Babangida, I was asked to be Master of Ceremonies. And after that, I was asked to MC events at school, church, for friends. A few years later, I was the MC at the launch of sleek hair and makeup in Nigeria. I can never forget that day. That was the day I decided I would stick to being a Master of Ceremonies as a full-time profession. It's 16 years now.
Before you speak, read this and this. PTS beginners, to grow your confidence and clarity. You have 50,000 naira to invest in your public speaking skill. Then get this. Before you speak, read this and this. PTS beginners, to grow your confidence and clarity.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Before we went on the break, we were talking about refining your brand positioning if you want to be Hotcake. Somebody say Hotcake. Hotcake. Oh, and we're talking about niching your message so that people are super clear about what it is you offer. So let's continue our conversation, because if we don't control your positioning, the market will decide it for you. If you don't tell people who you are, people will tell you who you are. So choose. So let's use this very quick formula. I've seen some people write a few things in the chat, and let me give the formula and then you will see exactly what I mean. Let's use this very simple formula. Are you ready for the formula? If you are, say ready, 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 ready. In fact, write hot, 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 ready, hot, ready, hot, ready, hot, 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 hot. Wow, I like that. Cuisine has gone to readjust. Ready, 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 ready. I like it. I help people add glamour to their events by providing the best of father rice. I love that. So what is the formula? I learned this formula a long time ago, and many of you know it. I help who achieve what by how. I help dash achieve dash by dash. I help dash achieve dash by dash. So some of you who had written in the comments already, you need to rewrite. I help dash achieve dash by dash. Someone might have been saying before, I'm an accountant. Okay, yeah. But imagine if you say, I help businesses save money by spotting financial leaks. I help businesses save money by spotting financial opportunities within their business. And somebody goes, tell me more about that. That is a so much more attractive way, a hotter way of saying, I am an accountant. Rather than only say, I am a master of ceremonies. Depending on who I'm talking to, I can say, I help organizations and event hosts deliver unforgettable experiences by creating seamless engagement, by keeping audiences energized and connected. I have said what I do, the value I bring. I help dash. Do dash by dash. I help women tap into their innate self to become the best version of themselves. Isn't it? We'll still tweak this just a bit more to bring out some more. I help what kind of women? Are they women under the age of 40? Are they women 35 to 55? Are they middle age? Are they young women? Tap into their innate self. What does that mean? By doing what? Is it by coaching, by training, by understanding neuro-linguistic programming? You see, that by what? It will help. I help African executives and professionals achieve confidence and clarity and presence in their communication by coaching, training, and YouTube live videos, equipping them with practical speaking frameworks and transformational experiences. You see, it can be short, it can be long, it can be mid, but I need us to be able to rinse it until we say it. I help women rebuild, realign, and rise into purpose by speaking on my experiences that have led to transformation. We're getting there, Becky. Oh, you see it? I help young women discover their worth by coaching, teaching, and mentoring. Yes, I'm hearing a lot of things about women. Of course, like begets like, we are alike. But other people who are not speaking to women, you're free. Please feel free to write to, because the clearer your value, the clearer you communicate your value, the easier it is for opportunities to find you. When I began to say, I help women profit from their speaking, I help women make money from their speaking by showing them how to value themselves and how to overcome fear and self-doubt. Guess what? Market just started coming in. Market. Because it was clearer. I help mid to senior level professional women. Oh, the professional photo shoot is directly on me. Yes, it's time to do that photo shoot. And it might not be only the photo shoot. You might need to do a few other things. I help early stage businesses identify the right talent for the right job so they grow and become. And now I need you, because some people are trying to find the right talent so they know to come to you. And this, in 2025, one of the most repeated things around me has been, Joyce, I'm looking for this person. I'm looking for the talent. I'm looking for that talent. Please, now you're seeing that Auntie Rosalind does this because the positioning is clear. It is so clear because we're getting it. I help young and middle-aged women tap into their innate self by self-mastery and discovery to become the best. Well, oh, you see, it's getting clearer. It's by self-mastery. We needed to see that by doing what? By self-mastery. I love it. I love it. Hey, my Queen FFL is here. My connector, my benefactor. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. After this, we will discuss a few habits that will make us unforgettable, that will make it easy for people to remember us. So let's talk about habit number 1. We have 3 habits for tonight. We're going to take questions very soon. And not long after this, we'll take questions. So please get ready with your questions. Don't write questions here till we call for the questions. Habit number 1 is the visibility habit. Visibility habit. The habit of showing up to speak, to post, to share, to reinforce. Now, Remember, I said it before, and for those who were not here when I said it, I reiterate now. It's not about showing up only on social media. Social media is great. LinkedIn is fantastic. It also has to be in that place where people will see you. For some of you, it's in the WhatsApp groups. There is a WhatsApp group that you belong to, and it's not, you don't become spammy, but every week or every 2 weeks or once every month, you drop a kind of message that makes people say, oh, yes, this is the person I'm looking for. This is the person I'm looking for. Now, what you're dropping is so valuable that people come back to you. Yesterday, a lady called me. Miss Love, was that yesterday? Was that last night or 2 nights ago? A lady called me and said, Joyce, I see these your posts everywhere, this and that. I'm not even sure what I really want, which of your programs I want to attend, but these are the things I want. And this is the result I want. And I said, okay, this is then what I will recommend you do. She said, no, Joyce, this one where women gather, I see them recording videos. I don't want videos, though. I said, no problem. You don't have to record videos with that. You just take this package. And she said, okay, how much? Let me call somebody. I said, Miss Love will reach you. She's our head of operations. She'll reach you. In less than 20 minutes, she had paid us about 1 point something M or 1M for, Miss Love, how many hours is that session going to be? 3 hours. Why? I've been visible. I practice the habit of visibility, showing up and sharing the value that I bring so that people can be clear as to what I bring. Not that you post once and you disappear. So if you need help, get help, because the end game of visibility is conversion of people. When people see hot cake, what do they do with the hot cake? They buy it, they slice it up, and they eat it, they consume it. So the end game of being hot cake is for people to buy you and consume you, literally and figuratively. Second habit is the habit of excellence in the thing that you say you do. For example, I'm a master of ceremonies. I am yet to have one client say they can't call me back because I wasn't good. It will be 18 years in November. At the risk of sounding immodest, I have never worked anywhere and people say, madam, you're not too rich. No. The two major reasons why people don't call me back or why I don't work for clients again is number one, I am not available, or number two, they can no longer afford me. Two major reasons. It has never been she wasn't good enough, because there is the habit of excellence in the thing you say you are, so that people talk about it. I was called for some event recently, and the lady said, Joyce, when your name came up in the committee, people say, Joyce, she said, in fact, it's just for privacy reasons, or for, what do you call it, privacy and something reason. She said, else I'd have taken screenshots of what happened in the group. People were putting their hands on their head and say, hey, Queen of Talk, can we afford her? And I said, wow, what a brand. I love it. I love it. She said, they were like, hey, MC that has gone to Harvard, though. I love it. Excellent habit. When people come to attend my programs, my training programs, they leave and say, no, Joyce, we got the reason we came. This method, this framework, this thing worked. I know the challenges my team and I have in a few areas here and there, but if you see the thing we say we do that will help you become more confident, or will show you how to become clearer in your speaking, that one leave them. We get them. We get them. And number three is the connection habits. Habit number one, visibility. Habit number two, excellence. Habit number three is connection. That following up, being able to stay top of mind in different networks. I have a few tools that I use here and there, from broadcast lists to joining certain groups to making sure that once every X number of days or X number of weeks, I drop a message here and there so that people remember me. I have a way of dropping certain things. In fact, there are one or two groups where I don't even write anything about speaking. I drop my exercise videos. There's some 1, 2, 3 groups where I drop my exercise videos every other day, because we exercise there. And people say, oh, Joyce, wow, I saw you lifting that weight. I saw you doing this. Oh my God. So how is business? You see, top of mind. Those are not the groups where I go and share how to position yourself as hotcake. No. But you see, we're here for fitness. I will post my fitness videos every day or every other day. So these are some of the habits I practice: visibility, excellence, and connection. What habits will you start practicing from right now? What habit will you not compromise anymore because you are positioning yourself as Hotcake? Let me tell you, from 2009 to 2019, 10 years, I lived in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. I did not live in Lagos. But in Lagos, I was Hotcake because I was positioning myself in the place where Lagosians and Lagos people could see me. Then 2019 to 2021, I moved to Lagos, stayed 2 years, exactly 2 years, June to June, June 2019 to June 2021. And then I moved to Benin, Edo State, and I lived in Benin till this year. But I was still Hotcake everywhere, from Abuja, from I can't tell you the number of events I turned down in the last 4 years because I was in Edo State doing politics. I moved. I only gave up that house in February this year. I moved back to Lagos fully to do my business. This is the first time in 4 years that I'm focusing on business. But because I knew we will come back one day, we just were staying around. But you see now, we they go. Hey, because it has to be a habit. Somebody please write the word habits. Write the word habits. Habits. We have 20 minutes to go. Right, habits. Finally, before we take questions, I will just gloss over the psychology of being in demand. The psychology of being in demand. Thank you. I see your habits. To the person who came in from Congo, Gentile, thank you. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope it's Congo Eredo. Yes, Congo Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo. Thank you. I hope to visit sometime next year. Psychology number 1 is authority. Authority. Peter, do we have that slide? Thank you. Authority. People need to see that you are the authority in the space that you are. So you don't speak with authority, you speak as an authority. You see me, I'm not just speaking with authority because my voice is loud, but I am speaking of the things I know as an authority. So you are the one setting the tone. This is what is happening in the digital financial space, or the financial digital space, fintech, or the financial technology space, or this is what is happening in the food industry, or this is what is happening in the energy space, or this is what is happening in the real estate space, or this is what is happening in here, there, or the other. You are speaking as an authority. Yes, let it also be a habit where you speak as an authority. Let's put the slide back. So psychology number 1 is what? Authority. Show authority. Speak with authority. Speak as an authority. Number 2 is social proof. Share testimonials. The moment you solve a problem for someone, please tell everybody about. Tell the person to give you feedback that you can share. Don't be afraid or don't be shy to ask for testimonials. They are your what? Stock in trade. They're the things that make the fragrance of the Hotcake spread fast. So social proof. Today, somebody sent us a message on LinkedIn saying, oh, she just finished a course of ours, this and that. Tomorrow, we're going to share that thing. Well, I've not gone back to check. I asked her for permission to share. The moment she does, I will take a screenshot, put on my status, share it here and there. In the next few weeks, my team members are here. The way we'll be sharing testimonials. Hey, people should get ready. I said what? Get ready. And finally, scarcity. So be careful. When I say scarcity, I don't mean that you're withholding from the people you should serve. I'm saying focus only on the people you should serve. If you serve professionals who are trying to scale their businesses, stop working with startups, people who are just starting. They are not trying to scale, they are just starting. You see, be clear. If you say, I help existing businesses scale, then work with existing businesses. You have no business working with people who've only been in business for 6 months. No, that's not your target. Your target will be people who have been in business 3 years minimum, who are ready to scale, or 5 years. So be scarce to the people who are just coming. They will now start, they say, oh, I just started this business 3 weeks ago, but I see you know how to help people grow business. So please, how can I? And you say, I need certain, so it's called qualification. I need certain things from you So you have to have been in business this amount of time before. Okay, let me even ask, do you have this? Do you have that document? Do you have that document? Say, I know. You see, you can't have those documents yet until you have been in business for a year or so. And that's why I work with people who have already been. And so now they know. Guess what will happen? 3 years time, they'll come back and say, hey, I'm not ready to scale. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, my Hotcake. I'm now ready for you. Be scarce to the people you don't serve. Be available to the people you do serve. If you are absolutely everywhere amongst people you shouldn't be with, then it's either it is a strategy for something else, which I can teach about. And I do teach some of my clients when they come for certain programs or sessions, how to use the power of omnipresence to get the results you want. But omnipresence has to be done carefully. Before we take questions, I have a question. Peter, let's ask our participants tonight, what should we speak about in October? Friday, the 31st of October is the last Friday in October. What would you want our live to be about? The best way to respond is to go to my LinkedIn after this and drop your preferred topic. If you write it here, we will see it, but I don't want to distract you to leave here. So just note, what would I want Joyce to talk about in October? The number of people who respond will look at what people send and will take, if 4 people ask for about the same thing and then we get one of the others, we'll take the one that had the majority. What would you want us to discuss in October during our live 6 to 7 p.m. on Friday the 31st of October? So Kevin says leadership of what? Leadership how? I want very clear, speak to, like today I said, how to position as Hotcake to become irresistible as a professional. So leadership that does what? So take your time to think about it. You can clarify whilst we open for questions now. If you do have a question, that question that you have saved and reserved till now, please drop it in the excuse me, in the comment, and I would attend to your questions. Perception management, I like that, and that is something I can teach very well. I can teach consistency, I can teach leadership, but I need more clarity. Perception management, what questions exactly would we be answering right there? I can teach perception management right now. It's my anniversary day, and I would want us to talk about advancement with financial freedom. Okay, financial freedom is not my area. I speak about speaking confidence, courage. So let me qualify. What we should speak about should be something that you know I'm already an authority in. I can speak about branding, positioning, perception management. I can speak about things, communication, confidence, overcoming fear and self-doubt. Those are my areas. How to be a master of ceremonies that makes money. That's me. Please, financial management freedom would mean I might need to bring in somebody else, because I can talk about financial freedom from my end, but I am not an authority in that field. So you see, scarcity, I wouldn't take it on, because let's be scarce to who my clients are, who are not what's not my business. I'm seeing a lot of perception management, like it's already carrying the currency of communication, how words translate into wealth. Whoa, the mechanic, you came ready. So we're going to save all this. My team members are here, and we would save them, and the one that has the most, we would carry for the day. MC corporate events, fantastic. Do we have a question here? We have about 11 minutes to go. I just want to say I greatly admire. Oh, Uzo, thank you so much. Thank you. And if you don't have a question, please write the one thing that has really worked for you from this session. Joyce, today I heard this, and this has been useful to me. Please write it in the chat. I'll be very grateful to see. Precious says, thank you, ma'am. Such an eye-opening, it has disappeared, session. Please, how can one go about being specific in brand messaging when one does 2 different businesses and is good at it? Thank you, Precious. I'm so happy to answer this. Precious, I like to say, if God was to bless you, and he says, I would only bless one for now, which one will you give him to bless? Choose that one and sell that one. Dangote is the leader of a group, a conglomerate, but he didn't start all at the same time. There was a time we knew Dangote for sugar. Then we knew him for cement. Then we knew him for juice, dancer. And then that one shut down. Then we knew him for what? Pasta and all of that. Now we know him for petroleum with the refinery. He has grown Dangote Group, but he didn't do it at the same time because it is difficult to grow both at the same time, the same way. You would usually build one to a this, then you now have enough energy and people and other resources to convert to this other. But if you're using both, if you're using the limited energy, the limited willpower and strength that you have for both, it will be difficult, I dare say almost impossible, to become absolutely hotcake at both. You have to choose one. And sometimes choosing can even be financial. Go and choose which one gives you more money, or choose which one gives you rest, peace, and joy, and focus on that to the point where you can now take a breather. So be specific in your brand message, Precious, with just one thing for now. That's my, maybe years ago, I may not have responded this way, but that is my 2025 October, Friday the 26th, September response to you. How do I, as a young professional, identify my value and what I bring to the table? One of the quickest ways is to ask people what they think about you. Look, don't underestimate this one. People who know you very well, just go and ask them, tell me, what do you even think about me? If you ask people who really love, admire, and hang around you, they will tell you the truth. The thing is that many times we argue. They'll say, Chukudu, maybe you know how to arrange. Look, whenever you walk into a place, you just know how to arrange. And before you might have been arguing to say, arranging, what's arranging itself? Who arranging it? But they are telling you your power. And what you now need might be some clarity on how to convert that to business, to be hotcake in that field. Because the things we do easily are usually the things that we despise. Meanwhile, those are the same things that will take us to the world. Go and ask Beyonce, for God's sake, she dances and she sings. The same thing many of us do in our bathrooms. But she got a manager to take her singing and her dancing to another level. So there are many things that many of us play with. We cook for just cooking's sake. Meanwhile, we're saying, Lord, every day, help me. What's my talent? What's my gift in life? Please, let's move quick. We have only 7 minutes. How do I, as a young professional, identify my value and what I bring to the table? Ask people around you. That's one way. Second way is, what do you really want to help people solve? And that could be another guide. How to be a voice in an industry. Okay, you all are giving me topics from how do you overcome self-doubt in public speaking despite building a lot of capacity to speak confidently? Nelson Otabo, thank you for this. My first response to you is think on paper. What did I say? Please say it out where you are. Don't write it in chat or where you can write it. I said what? Think on paper. Get a pen, get your book, and write. What are the things that make me doubt myself? Nelson, number one, you might write, I feel I am not ready enough. Then go and get ready. Number two, I feel people will be looking at my big stomach. Then go and deal with that big stomach and start doing exercises and work on your portion control, work on not eating late, go and deal with the big stomach, or get a liposuction, or get a tummy tuck. I doubt myself because I'm not sure about this, my accent. I'm not sure if I talk like this now, people will not want to be listening to what I talk. If I talk like this now, maybe they will not know that I do know what I'm talking about. So I doesn't used to like this, my accent that I'm using, and it's the one that's making me to be self-doubting. Then go and find 2 or 3 people that have the same accent, yet are succeeding in life. And for example, the accent I used just now, I'll give you the number 3 man in Nigeria, God's will, Obot Akpabio. He does speak with an accent that you will know that he is an Akwa Ibom man. Not only is he an Akwa Ibom man, he's a man from Estieno Dim in Akwa Ibom State. And you can't tell me anything that you don't. He's the bloody number 3 man. Your accent just tells us where you are from. If that is what is causing you self-doubt, please own that this is where I'm from. The accent is a signboard. It only tells where I am from. Full stop. End of story. That's what your accent does. So whether it's H factor, that when you want to say house, you say house. Stop stressing yourself. It just tells us that you are a Euro, or you lived around the Euro, or you speak Euro. How or how? Look, accents are just pointers. So you see what I'm doing? I am helping you deal with the thing that causes you to doubt yourself. That's how you overcome self-doubt. You write down the things that cause you to doubt yourself, and you address them appropriately, intentionally, quickly, so they don't keep you in a prison. Next question, Peter. Can you see the next question? I've been posting on social media platforms. How do I go physical? Fantastic. The first question I ask you is, where are your clients physically? Where are they? Are they in Chartered Institute of Directors? Are you a member there? Are they in what do you call this other Chartered Institute of Professional Personnel Managers, CIPM? Are you a member there? Are they in National Institute of Petroleum PR, Public Relations, NIPR? Are you a member there? Are they in Women in Energy? Are you a member there? Physically, where are your people? Go there. Are they in Wimbys? Go there. Are they in Lagos Business School alum? Have you done a program in LBS? And why not? You have to find the place where your people are physically and be there. Somebody asked, we were at Tara's conference last week Thursday, and someone was saying, oh, she didn't really see the value to pay for VVIP tickets. And I said, you're a coach, you sell this kind of products. What are the rates? And she said, oh, this around. And with no shade to anybody, in the seat category where you are seated, the people around you, are they your target audience? And she was like, actually, no. I said, so you see, paying VVIP tickets is not only about sitting in front, it's about access to physically meet your type of clients. When you see me, as much as I needed Mfon Ekpo's coaching with all my life, I needed it. But there was also the fact that anybody who could pay 3 to 10 million for coaching, like me, was the kind of person that I needed as my customer. So in paying my 3 point something million, 7 point something million, 5 point something million, or for Gloria Dozian's 3 point something million, or this other person's program 5 point something million, I went to get value. I got value, but after the value, what else? I got my people. So beyond social media, where are you physically? I think we have time for just one last question. It's 2 minutes. It's less than 2 minutes, actually. So let's make a few announcements before we say goodnight. How do I monetize encouraging? This is a long story, isn't it? This is not. Please, the Money Making Mouth Conference, put up that flyer if you can. The Money Making Mouth Conference holds on January 31st, 2026 in Lagos. And if you want to join from anywhere else in the world, you can. On this platform, the Money Making Mouth Tribe, with our flagship program, the Money Making Mouth Conference, here we teach how to monetize. If you pay 150,000 Naira today to become a member of the tribe, you will get all the videos from January till now that teach you how to monetize. So you now ask, is 150 an investment or an expense? If you pay 150K now and you get the value, is that an investment or is that an expense? It is by all means an investment. So when we think about programs, I say, like I just paid for Trisha Busy's program coming up in December. How much did we pay for? I think it was 1 million Naira for the business growth workshop. I know what I'm going there for, to learn, but I also know that the quality of people I'm going to meet there. Drops mic. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you want to be Hotcake, be Hotcake. Hotcake doesn't happen by joke. Hotcake happens by being intentional. My name is Joyce Daniels on LinkedIn. If there is any question you have here that we've not been able to answer, please take it to LinkedIn DM. That's one of the easiest places to send a message that myself and members of my team will see. Instagram is good, but sometimes Instagram plays tricks on us. The messages just disappear. Some people say they sent us Instagram messages and we don't see it. That's why I say, please go to LinkedIn. We've never heard on LinkedIn that we missed a message. So please go there. As we wrap up, please remember there are a few things that we've said. You will refine and clarify your professional and personal brand positioning, your image, your message. I help who to do what, how. You will understand the psychology of being in demand. You will build habits of visibility, habits of excellence, habits of connection that would make you unforgettable. And you just might need to watch this video again. We have a free gift for you, the clarity worksheet. For those who are not clear on what they're supposed to be talking about, to who they're supposed to be talking about to, the link is going to be dropped here. And we will also post the link in the pinned comment. As soon as the live is done, we end the stream, we'll post that link and keep it as a pinned comment. You would have the link to the Money Making Mouth Conference 2026 as a pinned comment. We'll put all of them in one comment and we'll pin on this live. So you have the link to the free gift, which is the clarity worksheet. Peter, what else are we giving as a free gift today? I think this is the free gift. We also have, well, this is very low priced. Before you speak, read this, a comprehensive guide to public speaking. I wrote this book 5 years ago. If you're interested, the link will be there. We'll pin it. And there's one more or two more. Be prepared to speak beginner. This one shows you how to be more confident. Full stop. How to be more confident. This is the beginning. This is the first rung on the ladder to becoming a powerful, bold, confident speaker. Here, we just teach how to be more confident. In Prepare to Speak VIPs, we now teach you the structure to speak and the structure to prepare for your audience, how to prepare your opening, your closing, how to deal with impromptu questions, all those technicalities, how to speak with confidence. Because I always say there are no impromptu situations, there are only unprepared speakers. So Prepare to Speak VIPs. VIP stands for voice, idea, presence, and stage. We show you how to work with your voice, how to craft your ideas, how to build your presence, and how to manage your stage. Do we have one more offering for today, Peter, or is that it? Okay, so these are the three things we've given, of course, plus Prepare to Speak VIPs. And of course, if you want a one-on-one session, I got you. What do I say? I got you. If you want a one-on-one session with me to say, Joyce, I don't just want to talk about speaking or this. In fact, there are other things, there are other issues in my life. There's some Obanje issues I want us to discuss. Guess what? I'm your girl. Contact us. We'll give you the link, how to pay, how to get involved, and we'll get them. We'll solve the problem together, because it is my duty, it is my honor, it is my privilege, it is my purpose for myself and my team to serve you and to help you get on the journey that God has created you to be on. Because your voice is not only meant to be heard, your voice is meant to be remembered, and we will help you do that. As I sign out, Peter, my face on the screen, please. As I sign out, as we sign out, our vision for 2030 is to train 300 African professionals to speak confidently, with clarity and boldness, sharing their ideas and their desires to anyone, anywhere, anytime, without fear or self-doubt. This is the mission that we have. This is the vision to reach this number of people across Africa. And if you can help us reach more people, you have a platform you want us to speak on, you have a podcast, you have some community you want us to speak, you want us to teach people how to overcome fear, how to overcome self-doubt, and how to be more confident, how to be clearer and speak bolder, then please invite us to be there and let's make this happen together. Because if we really want to go far as a continent, we all will need to go together. If we have only a few people who are running the race and are making it big in front, the continent will suffer small. But if we go together, we go really far. I thank you so much for the privilege of your time on a Friday night. For some of us who are getting ready for Thank God It's Friday, I wish you all the best. And I'll see you in October. And of course, before October, I know you will see my posts and all of that. So I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Peter, for being my producer tonight. Thank you to all my team members who are here. Thank you to everyone who saw the link. And thank you to everyone who shared. We love you. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much for being with me today. I'm so glad that you are here. But before you go, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell icon to get notifications every time I post a new video so that you miss out on nothing. See you again. Bye for now.